I would like to call to order our annual retreat. Yep. Welcome, everybody. It's good to see everybody here on a Friday afternoon. I'm sure that there's nothing in the whole world that you'd rather do on a Friday evening than for all of us to get together. So I'm thankful for that. For any of our visitors that are here as well as staff, there are refreshments out in the hall for everybody right outside these doors. There is also, the restrooms are right out there. So there's also staff people around if anybody needs any help with anything. So at this point, I'm going to turn the floor over to County Manager Mike Downs.
Okay, great. Thank you, Chairman. Just some housekeeping things, and we'll go through the order. Again, the restrooms are in the lobby, the women's are here, and the men are on this side over there. The refreshments are out there as well. So just to go through what the agenda is going to look like, how it's going to move forward throughout tonight, and then throughout tomorrow as well. Again, as in the past, we will talk about to date this year, talking about this current budget year, what's going on for the last several months, where are we at budget-wise, are we in line with the budget, and what's going to end up for the following year. So with that, we'll start out with a budget FY24 budget update. Again, that's this current year's budget. Then we'll talk about an update from our last public meeting on the revaluation process. Our tax administrator, David Thrift, will be doing that for us. Our human resources director is going to be coming in and talking about employee compensation and benefits, both current and then as we move to look at the new budget coming in the future. And then also that'll be and then following that, Rodney Harris will talk about the FY25 next fiscal year, the budget priorities, budget forecast, and anything else that we are looking at for the following year. So that will be the end. That will be the topics for tonight. Then we will break, and then we will come back tomorrow, and that's when our school systems will be coming in. So Roe and Cabarrus will start off at 8 o'clock. They'll talk about their current budgets. To date, projects going on, all sorts of things that are going on with the campus that gives everybody a brief overview of what's happening there, and then talk about their needs for the ensuing year. And then Superintendent Kevin Gray will come in for the Kannapolis City Schools following RCCC, and then Dr. Kopicki from Cabarrus County Schools will follow there. We'll take a break there, and then Rodney will come back with the FY25 budget forecast and board priorities, just a continuation from tonight's presentation. And then we'll break, then the Community Investment Fund. Again, that's Rodney and Kelly Sifford, one of our assistant county managers, and Michael Miller, who is our director of design and construction. So Community Investment Fund forecast and project prioritization. So we've got a lot of projects out there that we know we're going to need in the next few years. So this session here, we'll go back and look at what priorities we have on them now. Are they still the same priorities that we had last year? Do we need to shuffle some of those projects around, reshuffle them, move them forward? Again, that's going to depend on need, and that's also going to depend on budget as well. So, and then our community child protection team and our local child fatality prevention teams are going to come in, along with Dr. Pugh, our human services director as well, will come and give us an update on those activities that are going on there, both from activities with the public and our clients, but then also internally with our staffing, filling vacancies in our structure there as we move forward. And then after that, we'll talk about the arena and event center. What's the future of the arena and event center? So we'll see how that goes. We'll have plenty of input from our board members of what they want to do. Do we continue on as we go? Do we tweak what we have and improve it? What are those improvements? What are those suggested improvements? So we'll be taking those as well. And then we'll decide, well, or at least the board will be informed, and then we'll look over the next month or so as to what direction they would choose for staff to take there. And then at 2:15 tomorrow, they'll discuss, if you need to further, you did discuss the public participation policy previously. So if there's any tweaks to that you want to make, there'll be some time tomorrow afternoon after we finish that discussion on the Arena Event Center. And then following that, and that will close out the day for tomorrow, we'll be talking about Cabarrus County economic development policy, as well as looking at other other surrounding policies. How does ours compare? Good, bad? Do we think we need to tweak what we have? Do we think we need to look at some of these others? Maybe take some of their suggestions from their policies, or do we just continue on as we are? So that'll be a conversation there. And then somewhere around 3:30 or so, 3:30, 4 o'clock, we will be adjourning for the day. And that's on schedule. Again, as the board knows, as they continue to have conversation, we will not encourage to cut you off as long as you guys want to have discussion on anything, and we'll recap everything on the agenda. So at the end of the day, it'll be time for recap, and that may last 15 minutes. Sometimes in the past it has, and sometimes that's lasted an hour or 2 hours. So we'll go from there. So we got a jam-packed information session tonight to catch you up, and then tomorrow we will get down to it, looking at the next budget year from there. So, any questions on that from anybody? All right. Okay.